Hi, my name's Mike Gill. This is my book, Human Resource Management Made Easy, a practical guide for managers who don't have easy access to a HR professional. Over the past couple of videos, we've been talking about the disciplinary process and procedures, and we started with the allegation, investigation, moved on to the hearing, and now we're going to come to a conclusion. Now, you've heard the evidence been put against me, and the way you should have conducted that disciplinary is you present the evidence, I answer, I present my case. You can ask questions of me as we go through, because what you want to do is get to the bottom of these allegations. Have I been wrongly accused? Do I have sufficient explanation? Does it merit a gross misconduct? Or can you conclude something differently? Can you conclude that yes, it is a disciplinary offence, however, you've known me for a long time, I've never done anything wrong, I've presented some mitigating circumstances, and you've decided that it doesn't merit a dismissal. So let's go through this. You've adjourned the meeting now, and you've gone into hopefully consultation with somebody else who can at least help you balance all this evidence that's been presented. And you can now start thinking about what your conclusion is. Now, it might well be that you've discovered during this investigation and during this hearing that I have been frequently taking time off and claiming my full hours. Therefore, I'm defrauding you and you are not giving the paid for service to your customer. This could merit summary dismissal. This can be seen quite clearly as gross misconduct. Now, you've been through the process, you've been through the procedure, and you have abided by everything that you said you would under the legislation, under ACAS guidance, and the advice that you've received by reading my book. And you've decided what is going to be the consequence for me. Now, as I say, you've heard it all, and I'm doing it frequently. You are entitled to dismiss me. You're entitled to dismiss me, and what you should do now is return to the meeting, return to the hearing, the room that you're holding the hearing, and sit me down with my representative. Hopefully I've got one there to help me out on this, and you are going to tell me your conclusion. Your conclusion is, in this case, a summary dismissal. That means I am dismissed on the spot. My employment is terminated that day. You tell me that, you tell me the reasons why you've come to that conclusion, and you tell me that you are going to put it in writing. When you write that letter to me to tell me what the conclusion of that disciplinary is, even if it's not a dismissal, you've still got to write and tell me what that conclusion is. You tell me what the conclusion is, you tell me what the sanction is, you write it and you explain it in writing. Be careful how you write this. There is guidance in the book, but be careful, because that is a legal document. And should I decide to appeal, I will use that. If you get it wrong, if you mess up, if you tell me that you're dismissing me because you can't stand the sight of me and I shouldn't have done what I did and no matter what, then I will use that kind of thing in court. Be measured in the way that you write that conclusion. And you have to give me the right to appeal. That is really important. Even if I'm appealing to you and you're going to hear that appeal. Now, it's always better if you tell me the grounds under which you will hear an appeal. So, for example, new evidence. That might be something that I can present. It might well be that I feel that you've not heard sufficiently the evidence has been presented. I might be able to appeal on that, but it's your decision. You can tell me in advance, in the letter, the grounds under which I may appeal, and then you can decide whether there are sufficient grounds. If you decide not to hear an appeal, then again, that can be presented to a tribunal and they'll make their decision based on the facts of the circumstances. But you need to tell me exactly why I'm dismissed, or some other sanction, might be a final round warning, or it might well be that you've dismissed the whole case entirely. But you need to tell me these things. There's guidance in the book. Please read the book. Cheers.